Hey everyone, and welcome back to Crashlander on Scrap Mechanic. In the last video, we finally finished the story, concluding in the antenna that I spent so long to build, just blowing up. But it makes sense, just a quick scrapped together antenna, sending a signal all the way out to a spaceship, basically. That would take a ton of power. So I'm not really surprised it blew up. I'm sorry, Mr. Walk, but you should have moved when I was cutting all of the resources. Now you're gonna attack my truck. Or not. Either way, I was collecting some resources off camera because I want to finally start building a proper base. Unfortunately, the cutter kinda ran out of battery power, so I just figured I would quickly pick up all the resources I cut out while I'm doing the intro, and then I should have lots to at least start the base with. Last episode I also kinda found an area to build the base in. It's around most of the things that will be needed. Water, oil. There's this forest over here where I've been getting little blueberries from. Speaking of which, there's lots of flowers, lots of corn, and then just over there is burning forest, which you need to get embers. So it's a pretty good spot, and I kind of like the distance that everything is away, because it's not so close that I can just boringly go out my door, pick everything that I need, and then just start building. I actually have to make a little bit of a trip of it. I'm weird that way. I don't like being lazy, but I don't like having to put more effort than what's needed either, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain. Either way, that's all I'll pick up for now. I just wanted to keep the lag down, because if you just keep cutting for a while, all of the little resource hole things laying around will start causing a lot of lag, especially when you drive a vehicle into it to pick them up. So, either way, I have decided to build over here in front of the antenna. I'm not sure if I want to build next to the water, or if I want to build over here, though. There was also a couple of decent spots over there, and then the oil patch is in that direction a little bit. I plan on building a not little, but an oil tank or a trailer for the cozy, or a truck in general, that I can go gather oil and have it stored for a while. I'm going to put this gas into the cozy. I made a bunch of chemicals already off camera. I'm pretty sure I made more cement, but I'm not entirely sure. There's some there. I could have sworn I made more. Maybe not. Maybe I just made more chemicals for now. What do I need to make cement? Water, chemical, and stone. I would like to at least make the floor of the shop, like the main parking and building area. I want to make the floor out of, like, cement, concrete, whatever it's called. And I want to do the sides as brick. Where did the chemical go? And then it's already in my inventory. And then any of the inside structure will be done with wood. I like the way doing it like that looks. Kinda I don't want to say it feels old, like how they would have built things in, say, the 40s, but it's just, it gives me a minimalist, almost rustic feeling, I guess. Because there's ways to even treat dirt to make it into a solid, waterproof floor. So let's get at least a little bit of cement going. Because I only need one water for each, and it makes 25 of them. So that's not too bad. I'm just going to wait for a minute while this does its thing. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure if I want to build it over there or over here. With doing a cement floor, I don't have to really worry about the ground being flat. Why did that do that? Other than I need to start at the highest point. I should place these against the wall to kind of measure them. And if I do it like this, it'll also kind of save me a wall worth of materials, at least for the first floor. But I don't remember. I used to have a bit of a standard for building buildings. Like my vehicles, for example, I always do whatever I can to have a center block, not two in the middle. Like this. Nope, never mind, that doesn't. Neither does the cozy. As you can tell, I always make sure there's a center block, because then I can make sure each side can be perfectly symmetrical. And then I find that spacing works better that way, and so on and so forth. But the seat, the normal seat, is 4 wide. So it can be a bit of a pain in the butt. That's why I use the saddles for the cutter, because they're 3 wide. Either way, I'm going to stop rambling now. I think, other than the truck will have to be over a bit more, so that I can have refiners on either side of the trailer, I like having it like this. I wonder if there's still a market guy. How much gas do I have in the truck? Because we could go do some exploring, see if there's a market guy. 1. Okay, I need to make some more fuel. There was oil somewhere in here. But that's overall my favorite place to build a base, because robots don't go in there, so you don't have to worry about something coming up and destroying your building, whatever you have built, anything. Unlike at the mechanics shop, and then you're already at the market, so when you do a farm run, you just have to go put it into the crates and then come back, and you're already back at your base. So it's way better, way more convenient. I need more oil. I don't think I have any more oil. I went for a quick swim after I was recording last time to get some resources to also, but I didn't get much, unfortunately. I've got lots of stuff to make other than corn. Corn is easy to get, it comes quickly when you go for a run for it. But in this mod, you use the flowers and the corn to make chemical, which is very convenient. And then as for the oil, you just go swimming like usual. Okay, come on. Here we go. I kind of doubt there's a market guy. So even though I just went off on a bit of a random tangent, I'm just going to put that there because that's for that. I will start mocking up kind of like a floor plan, I guess. Can I make more cement though? Yes. I would like to have a couple like proper build pots and stuff. I'll put the tables into a little like workshop area, and then I'll have the new like industrial spot, I guess. Alright, so if I want to go close to the tree, I gotta make the floor here. Which will likely be a pretty good idea, because I'll have to put it that height anyways. So if I put the edge of the floor, I don't want to go through the tree, I don't want to go around the tree. I would like the tree to kind of be beside the building. So I'm going to go from the highest tip of the rock and just come forwards and see where that goes. Ooh, see? It's not high enough. I thought it was going to be like too high. So let's go over here and then come back. Yep, I still want to go up one more. So that's where the floor is going to be. I might do solid sides. I guess I should have. Nope, never mind. I don't want to do. I don't know what I want to do. Whether just a flat side underneath or supports. So it looks like it's actually a slab that's supported. I guess since it's cement, I could just make it look like it's just a flat, like fully filled in thing. Ooh, that rock. Thankfully it's right at the back, so it shouldn't cause a problem, but I'm gonna do, I think, the truck here. And then... So, refiners, truck, refiners, and then the cutter. The cutter will likely stay on top of this trailer, because that'll become the dedicated resource trailer. So then this truck on the outside of the refiners, and then I can have like another extra bay or two over here. And that should work just fine. And then I can have like a second floor if need be, and so on and so forth. So I think this will work just fine. It's just this is the kind of boring part of building. Like, boring to watch. It's just placing all the big flat segments. I'm just going to stick this over here for now again, but turn it so I can access the bench better. There we go. I will likely have this first video of it the long, boring one, because I'm still planning most of the things, but next episode will probably be mostly placing things, like the walls and stuff, so I will likely do a bunch of either just straight up cutting it out or speeding up the footage or something. Yeah, each section, like, I think it's 2015. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, each, it's 15 or 16, but each square is 256 blocks. So that's another reason I'm only making floor in certain spots out of concrete, because it takes a lot. I need to go get more water. Yes, I do. Thankfully now I can just run a pipe I'll glitch under the map, and I'll put a vacuum in a pipe all the way over to here, to a central spot for water. And then whenever I need to fill up the water, I just come up, flip the switch, and it starts sucking up water. Make like a water tower or something. That'd be really cool. I'd have to climb it every time I wanted to get water, but it would still be really cool. So yeah, I pretty much just have to... I will definitely do a bunch of crafting off camera. I'm just trying to think if there's something else I can do at the moment that's more interesting than getting water and making cement. And I don't really think there is that will actually be productive. I'm gonna have some more blueberries. Like, I could look for a bit of a better spot before I get too into it, but I like this spot. I want to build there. And then I'm going to rebuild the antenna as well at some point. I was also thinking of building the base at the antenna, but like I said, I want to run a water pipe, and that's just so far to run one, especially glitched under the map, because every section I have to make a little platform with a chair on it, or a car seat thing, and then a little platform with a hook. Here. Make a platform with a hook. Like that. You put a seat on there. Oh, the hook's not long enough. I typically only build this big enough for the seat. But either way, platform with a seat on it. Put the lift so it's on the hook part. Get in the seat, and you can lower yourself under the map. But there's no collision like on the ground. So you have to stay on platforms and make scaffolding and stuff to get around. And it is just... it can be a huge pain in the butt for doing long runs of things. But it's a lot better than doing it over the ground. I could also run it up and over, but I don't really like the look of that. Are both full? I didn't think I did both. Unless a couple of them already had water. Why didn't I bring the truck over here? I forgot I had also started making the brick for the walls. So that's good. I think today's video might just be shorter, because I've explained what I am planning to do, and why, and where everything is around. We'll actually go to the different places, like the burning forest and such, in later videos, so I'm not too worried about it today. I need to make a bunch of batteries. Again, I had to make like 20 for the antenna, and it still blew up. Or more. I need to get some more resources and stuff. So I might as well just cut this video a little short, use it as like the plan, information, whatever video. And then the next ones, I'll have resources built up and I can focus on building. Whether it's a time lapse or just normal. Like I said, the outer walls will likely be a time lapse, if not some of the inner ones. And then all the details will be normal. Either way, I also love playing Scrap Mechanic. I just don't as much as I used to, unfortunately, but this will give me an excuse to play it lots again. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep rambling if I don't end this. I'm sure there's people that don't mind, but I drive myself nuts because I can't stand small talk. Like, sure, there's a point to this, but there's enough is enough. So, as usual, if you have any tips, tricks, questions, anything you want me to check out, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Still doing community builds, still doing the building help, everything that I used to do. Oh, I could have used that. Either way, so if I forget to put a link to my Discord in the description, just look up community builds, Scrap Mechanic community builds, from me of course, and there will be a link in those videos. Haven't done one for a little while, because life and stress and stuff, but I'll get back to doing it regularly. That being said, as always, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.